Say Victorel. How's everybody doing today? Amazing, I hope. It is another video from your older than average YouTuber here on the YouTubes, and we are doing a little beauty moon haul, playing with some of their latest products. And yeah, if that's something you're into, you're in the right place. And you know what you need to do? You need to keep on watching. So I just was watching all of Tori's Instagram posts that were coming up with the new palette, and I was like, no, I'm okay. And then the last one she posted got me, so I ended up doing a small beauty moon haul because I wanted the Once Upon a Time palette. So this is the outer sleeve. It was a little tight and I didn't want to fight it back in, so I thought I would just leave it off and then we can take a look at this palette together, and then a few other things that I picked up and a couple things that Tori snuck into the package. So this is the color story here. I'll just take off our little plastic thing here. Normally they fly off right away. So look at that color story. Is that not beautiful? Yes. Is gorgeous. I love it. And of course the outside and the inside matches. A little boo-boo on the edge here, but that's okay. It's got the packages get a little used and abused for me using them anyways, so it's all good. It came beautifully packed though. It was really nicely tightly packed, so I think that's why there's the corner here is just a teeny bit scrunched, but I think it's because of the factory seal. But you had it nicely factory sealed in bubble wrap, and then again in bubble wrap, so this came in absolutely perfect. Nothing broken, nothing smudged until I put fingers in it, but there we go. So I had to get this palette. So while when I decided that I was going to get this palette, there were a couple other things she had released recently. One that I was going to get two. I was going to get one for me and one for my friend, because my friend happens to love mushroom, the mushroom aesthetic. She's on that craze, but this will be for her. But I thought I would quickly show it, because then wait till you see the one that I decided, because I couldn't go totally crazy. But look at this. That's really cute. That's the cutest lip gloss. And wait, I won't swatch it or anything, but look at that. It is so darn flippin' cute. So I picked that up for my friend, and then she, with her case there was one of my other items in the same bag that hadn't up being open, and then there's an extra little applicator there for your lips if you don't want to use the one that's inside. She sent one because I ordered another one too. So I had put two of these in the cart, one for my friend, one for me. But then I remembered, because I think Wilma had gotten some, were these multi-chrome lip glosses. And look at this one. It looks like it's a lipstick tube, but it's hard plastic. And it is this beautiful red color. So look at that. So we're going to swatch that. So beautiful. So I had to have, does it smell? Doesn't have a smell to it though, but I had to have that. I thought, oh, that fiery red, I thought that was going to look amazing, and probably even more amazing on a red lip. And then of course, in case you don't want to use the applicator in here. And then I also picked up for myself, I was like, well, in for a penny, in for a pound. I'm kind of hit or miss with liquid eyeshadows. I just got one from Trixie Mattel, and I think it's going to be more of a primer that I can use to put other yellows on, but it does have good lasting power, so I quite liked that. But there was this beautiful chameleon shade here. It's in the shade, is it Blueberry? No, Sub-Zero. I don't know where I got Blueberry from. But anyways, so I had to throw one of these in, because when these were released, I wanted to try them so badly as well. So it's like, well, if you're ordering something from the UK, oh, look how beautiful that is. And you're going to pay shipping, you might as well make it worth it, even though Tori's shipping is actually really, really good for shipping from UK to Canada. I'm actually impressed by that. So she got herself a good deal. So yeah, so I had picked up for myself the liquid eyeshadow, the lip gloss, and the eyeshadow palette. And then this cute lip gloss for one of my best friends. And then there was nicely In the package, there is this beautiful shade. It is called a Bronx, a nice single eyeshadow. And I also got a liquid lipstick in here. So this might be a good vehicle for the red because it is a dark brown, but maybe with that shimmery red over top. And I've been really getting into strange, darker, like brown or like the graveyard dirt from my Wicked Widow collection. So yeah, so there we go. So there is my order and a couple little extra fun things. And then before we smack this onto our eyes, maybe we should do, so this is a 4, 8, 12, 16 shade eyeshadow palette. So maybe we should give this a swatch. And then it looks like there is 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So half and half. So it looks like it's going to be half shimmery shades and half matte shades. And then can I read all of these? I think I can. So, but I will just in case have this out. So the first shade we have here is a Frog. There we go. Just give it another, it's a light shade. There we go. And again, it's just using my finger, no primers, no nothing. I have lovely stencils, but I always forget to use them. So this is the shade Wedding, so white. So this will definitely be nice for blending or a bright inner corner. We have the shade Myth, which is this beautiful purpley shade. And again, this is called Once Upon a Time. So these are very fairy tale-y type colors. And remember, swatches are not always the best. So here we've got our first shimmery, oh no, I missed one, hold on. Then we've got the shade Axe. So we've got this nice brown shade. So that is the first row. In the second row, this is a Beanstalk. So this is now our first shimmery shade there. So pretty. Oh, those two would kind of go good together. We have another matte. This is called a Maiden. This is, oh, beautiful pink shade. Oh, that is really pretty. And then we've got the shade Slipper. These shimmers feel so nice to the touch. And then we have Sword. Ooh, I like this one. Sword. That's very beautiful. So this is the top two. Let's do the other two on the other side, so that way, because you know I always make the big swatches. So for the third row, we've got Forest. Ooh, that is gorgeous. And then we have a Spell, like so. And then there is Castle. I gotta get me one of those. Castle. Oh, this is looking so nice, don't you think? Castle. And then we have Damsel. I was almost gonna have to get my my close-up mirror, but I got it. So there is Damsel. And then we have Poison. Oh, this is an interesting shade. Is this a navy? Oh, this might be like kind of a navy with a bit of green. It's very interesting. So it's called Poison. And then we have Kiss. Another beautiful pink. Oh, those three pinks would make a really nice look. And then we have, of course, every fairy tale has one. We have a Villain. So that is a Villain. And then the last shade in here is called Beast. So pop that there. Oh, okay. Or is that, or did I, is that a multi-chromey one? Or just did I, oh, you know, or did I, hold on. Or did I, by accident, dip into the red again? No. This has a shift to it. Looks like it's green, but it looks like it's got some pink shift on there too. Huh. Well, anyways, there we go. This is a beautiful color story there. So I think it's time to smack some of this on our eyeballs. For a primer, because these are nice bright colors, we're going to use a white. So this is from Kimchi. This is actually a concealer, but I've been trying to use up some things that I've got open, different eye primers or whatever, concealers that I don't like as concealer. So that way I can use those up and then just stick to some of my core products. I have some very good core eyeshadow primers that I love. So, and I've got a few that are still sealed. So I would like to get to that at some point. So, but you know, we are now going to be in the underconsumption core and try to use everything we have because my mortgage is going up. So my makeup allowance is going to, at least for a while, go down to 0. So I have to use what I have. So I do have actually 2 other purchases. One is a lipstick, but purchases coming. And then that is it for this girl for a while, unless something happens and she gets a hold of some extra money. Here we are. All right, and then my hair, it's kind of a little bit wavy. I did, if you check my Instagram, I might insert a picture. I saw this girl do a video where she was curling she had really super long hair, and she was using clothesline clips. And I thought, oh my gosh, so like clothespins. So I thought, wow, that was kind of cool. So I thought I'd give it a try, and it actually worked out pretty good. I mean, I had a bit of a nap before, so I'm kind of late on my hair a bit, but kind of worked out pretty good. So like I said, I'll try and stick in maybe a few pictures in. So there we go. We are all primed and ready. Let's find ourselves. Where are we going to start today? What do we want to do? Those pinks are looking really, really pretty. I haven't done anything pinky in a while. So why don't we do a pink and a purple look? Why don't we? So what I'm going to do is I'm going to do the purple on the outside. So I've been doing a few winged up looks. So let's do a bit of a rounded look. I'm going to say let's go into the shade that is called, no, we're going to do the purple one first. So we're going to go into Myth, and we're going to use the purple for the outer edge. So pretty. So we're going to do that here. And I didn't do my base first. I do have some Beauty Moon palettes, and because they are becoming one of my favorite brands. And I don't remember there being really any fallout with them, but I was just too excited to play and too lazy to start with base first. So I can go crazy if I want to. Maybe you make it a 2-look video. I haven't quite decided yet. I may do that because this is such a beautiful palette. Yeah, let's do that. So I will film a look today. This is going to be my Friday video. It is Monday when I'm filming look 1. I would have had this filmed on Friday because it was out for delivery, but by accident, I don't know if it's, they said that they couldn't find my address, so I went online, confirmed my address, and then I got it, and the unit number was missing, so I just sent her a message going, there must be, you know, there might be a little, something that cuts off in her system or whatever, so in case if I do another order again, that we don't have to go through that, and I can get my stuff right away. You know, I'm impatient and all, so there is that. Ooh, this is really pretty. So it's going to be a nice, beautiful, lightish, pastel-y look, I think. What we're going to go for? I'm going to go way higher than I normally do today, I think. Since it's going to be such a nice, pretty look. So there we go. So that was Myth. So for the middle, we're going to do the brightest pink in here. So that is the shade that is called Kiss. So we're going to do that in the middle there. I'm going to grab I should wash my brushes. I'm running out of the brushes I like to use recently. All right, so we are going to go into Kiss. Ooh, look how nice and bright that is. I guess that swatches never really do total. I mean, unless you're really good at swatching it and playing with lights and primers and everything to really show, but your eyeball skin, I think, is because it's so delicate. I guess I could have done the darker pink on the outside and purple on the inside too. Oh well, that's all right. Okay, we can still play a little bit with adding more color. I just thought we could place that there. If anybody was wondering, my new Burb Pearl is settling in really good. Willow really likes to sit next to her, so I'm going to give it another day or two. There was a little bit of a dust up earlier, but for the most part, they seem to like to sit near each other and kind of whistle back and forth. So I think they're going to be good friends. Okay, so now we're going to go into the shade that is Maiden. So that is the lightest shade there, and we're going to use that for the front. See how much of a difference, because they do look that the one is a few shades darker. All right, there we go. So we've got all the colors placed. I am going to try and see if I can darken the middle there. I'm going to use this, clean off this small brush. I'm going to go back into Kiss and just see if I can. I mean, we're going to put a shimmer on top, so there we go. And then I'm going to go back into our first shade, so that was Myth. I'm going to try the same thing. I'm just going to try packing it so we can get a little bit more darkness. All right, yeah, I think that worked. That's good. And then just a smidge more on front of Maiden, just a smidge. Gosh, those blue shimmers in here are calling me. So pretty. Okay, so now for the bottom, let's just play with the shade that is called Damsel. I'm going to place that along the bottom, and I might blend some other colors into it as well. I just want to... Okay, it's good I didn't do my base. I do have a little bit of pink down there. So not a lot, but a little bit. Okay, so we have that there. And then I'm going to take a little bit of Myth. So that's the lavender shade. Yeah, and then just bring that down underneath. It's like a little halo. And then a little bit of the lightest pink, which is Maiden, up front. And then connect that. Okay. Now, let's look at shimmers. I did bring myself some spray here. It's almost out, so then I can put my Indeed spray in here if I can. Yes, I can't open it because the sprayer broke on that one. But right now it's still the Rude, it's the primer spray, but I use it for this and I still set my face with it and it does nicely. Okay, so we've got a purple shimmer and a pink shimmer. So I think what I'm going to do is, what do I want for my inner? Pink and blue looks nice together, so maybe I'll do a little bit of our little liquid eyeshadow in the corner there, and then we'll save these other blues and greens for the next look. Okay, so first off, I'm going to go into our pink shimmer here. It is called Spell. Like so. Ooh. That's nice. I'm going to try with my finger. I think it works pretty close to the same. So again, this is another one. You can use it with your finger, use it with a brush and a little spray, and you get about the same color payoff. Okay, and then we're going to do a little bit of the purple on the outer edge, and that purple shimmer is called a Villain. So I don't know, does it look like it goes from purple to, well, let's see. And this one I'm just going to, because the brush was still a little bit damp. Like so. And of course a little with my finger. Oh yeah, look at that. Oh, pretty. Because when I hold it to my face, it looks totally purple, but then when I bring it here, it has a little bit of a blue feel. So I think whatever the base is what it's going to show up the most. But see how it's looking blue? But then I go like that is a little bit more purple. That is fun. Okay, ooh, that's cute. Alrighty, so let's do it. Let's put a little bit of this on our inner corner. See how that works. For liquid eyeshadows. Because then you can always use this one because it's so bright just as a topper, but if it's too thick, then it just becomes a shimmery shadow, right? I think that looks cute, right? Alrighty. I mean, it'll do more justice on a bigger space, but I thought for this eye look, we're just gonna play a little bit. You never know what we're gonna do here because we do have a few different choices of what we can do. So I'm gonna go and put my base on, maybe do a little bit more with like mascara and things, and then we can come back to play with the lipstick and the lip gloss. All right, so we're back. We just have a little liner, a little mascara. I popped on a little bit of a Trixie Mattel blush in the one called Moon Boots. It's nice and purpley, so I thought that would look really good on top there. And then I remembered one of my favorite highlighter palettes, which is from Beauty Moon. This is the Enchantment palette. If I had a blush from them, I can't remember if I do. I couldn't see one, so I don't think I do. But I do have this beautiful highlight palette, which has a beautiful purple in there. So I think that's what we're going to do. We're going to go into the purple shade there. I don't think they have any names, but they're jewel tones. So it's, yeah, I thought we could pop on together a little highlighter because it's Beauty Moon related. And then I also, to get ready for the lipstick, I exfoliated and put on a little bit of the lip balm. And this is also from Beauty Moon that I got in, did I get it in a mystery box or an ice cream box? Might have been an ice cream box, but there we go. See, I think that looks really gorgeous. It's one of my favorite palettes. Little goes a long way. All right, so just maybe we might use, maybe could use this next time. Let's just open up this single eyeshadow and give it a swatch while we are here, because you never know. So again, this is the one that's called a Bronx. Ooh, oh my goodness, that is really gorgeous. Ooh, it's so silky. Ooh. Ooh, that is really foiled. That is gorgeous. Oh, you never know. Maybe we might need to use that in look too. Maybe we are trying to stick to the palette, but alrighty. So let's do lips. So I think that's what I want to try. I want to try using the dark brown here and then pop some of the red on to see if it looks really, if it works like I hope it will. And ooh, delicious. There we go. I do, I believe, have another Beauty Moon lip product somewhere too. I'm really liking this eye look the more I look at it. It's a bit brighter in person. Or is this a gloss? Uh-oh. Oh, I can still put right over top. I think this might be a gloss instead of a liquid lip. It doesn't say on the container. It is a gloss. Alrighty, so let's do it. Let's pop a little with our finger, a little bit of the red. And if it doesn't really do anything because this is a gloss versus a lip, we will grab a red lipstick and try that. So there we go. And what was the name of it? I don't think I mentioned it. Something flamey. Miss Scarlet. Miss Johansson, if you're nasty. Okay. So let's take a, ooh, look at that. Oh, pretty. So let's just take a little on our finger and try that first. Like I said, if it doesn't work, we will take it off and put a red on. Let's pop some of this on. It does a teeny bit, but not enough for us to do justice for the color. So first off, we're going to say that the brown gloss, because I love a lippy, like a milky gloss, is a win. It's really, really pretty. Goes on really nice. It's not, nope, not the smidgiest sticky, because of course it would have to have a little bit because it's gloss, but it's not, doesn't have that annoying texture that I usually hate for some glosses. Okay, let's just take this off and then we're going to put on a red lip and try this, that one. Okay, granted, a pink lip would probably go better with the eye look, but we've got this one here. I cannot remember the brand. I don't know if I've ever got, oh, maybe it's on the outside. I was gonna say, I don't remember the brand, but it is Dagger Beauty. There we go. And it is, I don't think it says the color on there, but it is one of the, it was either like Dracula red or something like that. So we're gonna use that as the base. And now we're gonna go on to this one here. And again, Scarlet. Oh, actually, let's use my little, yeah, I could stick it in there. Let's go with our little, oops. Well, then we'll have enough on there for the full lip. So we're gonna grab Miss Scarlet. Ooh, that's nice. That is an amazing combo for lips. It doesn't quite go with the eye, but red lip goes with everything. And then there we go. So that is our first look with Once Upon a Time Beauty Moon Cosmetics, the Miss Scarlet lip gloss, a little bit of our liquid eyeshadow in Sub-Zero. We did try the gloss here in number 59, which I thought was a liquid lip, but still a very nice gloss. And then of course we had swatched our bronx, and I showed you my little mushroom gloss, but it's not for me, so I can't use it. So anyways, that's look 1. On to look 2. So we're on to look 2. Today I decided to do my base. I've got my eye base on as well. I'm just going to use some of my P. Louise dupe for today. And I'm wearing a dress that has all the colors in it. I got it from Cherry Velvet. So I think we are going to play with the turquoise and green. I think this is where we're going to go. We did a look with the pinks and a little bit of pinks, purples, and a little blue on the inside corner using that really pretty chameleon liquid shadow. So I think that's what we are going to do, I think. So we're going to go with this really interesting color here that is called Poison, and we're going to start with that first. And it is that, it's like a bluey green. So I thought we could try that. I'm going to try to be gentle here since I've done my base. For a highlighter, I went back into this, and I wasn't sure if I was going to do green or the green blue, or if I was going to kind of play with the reds and the browns. So I just picked the kind of like light champagne, white champagne type highlighter for my highlighter. And then for blush, I just used one that I had from Delancey that I got in an ice cream box. So there we go. I grabbed too big of a brush, but I'm just going to place, and then we will use a smaller one to finesse it a little bit. So let's grab a smaller brush. There we go. Or at least definitely a less floofy brush. This is a really nice color. I did do a bit of an eye look playing with this color yesterday just for fun because I went into the office. All right. Yeah, that's a little bit better. I should have brought my tape, but I think we're good there. All right, so there we go. We've placed that first color. Again, we can make it more intense and everything once we place the next color. So I had an exciting evening last night. I'm gonna go into the shade that is called a Frog. I was sitting and watching TV last night, cat on my lap, and then I heard an alarm going, and I was like, well, that's a mighty quiet alarm. Is that actually our fire alarm, or is it something outside? And then as I was going to head towards my hallway and go check, I hear somebody screaming, and then I look out back, and the building behind me is smoking, and well, for me, all I saw was the smoke on our side of the building, but on the front there was actually flames popping out. Apparently there was a meth lab. Great. Luckily it didn't explode the full building, because if it did, it was a wood frame building. It was surrounded by trees. Beside it, the two buildings are wood frame. Ours is wood frame. It could have took everybody up. It's awful. So we've got 50 displaced residents across the way there. They did arrest one woman right away, pretty much right away, and then somebody had jumped out the window, so I'm going to guess they knew it was going to go and popped out before the explosion. So yippee, didn't hear that, just heard, you know, the lady screaming, everybody get out, fire, 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 fire. And then because it didn't seem to be, at least on the back side, super intense, except for lots of smoke, some people were taking a little bit of time getting out. I think a lot of people hadn't even been home from work yet, so people were taking their cars out of the garage and out of the back. And then fire department was pretty quick, but from the back it just looked like they were just checking things out. I didn't see any fire hoses, but it looks like most of the action was in the front. And then there was a photo in one of my groups that somebody had taken that was on the other side of the street, from the front of the building. And yeah, that was like, okay, because I was thinking at first maybe somebody had just let a pot on the stove or let something in the oven and then forgot about it and then went out or something and it all got charred and smoky. But nope, meth lab. Great. Didn't think that was in my little neighborhood. I mean, lots of stuff does happen around here, but I didn't think something like that exactly would be in my hood, but apparently so. So that was a lot. But yeah, so the alarm was going, luckily because it was the building was right across from my bedroom window, but luckily with the window closed, because I had the alarm going, at least when I went to bed at like 11 o'clock, it was still going outside. They had a police person staying outside all night, and then when I woke up, they had surrounded the building with tape that they couldn't come through. So yeah, that was something else. Alrighty, so that is the Jade Frog. I was at first going to bring it all the way over, but I think we want to use, because it is a matte, I think we're going to put the white up front, and that will be a good vehicle for shimmers as well. There we go. So the white shade is called Wedding, and again, that is a matte shade, so I think I'm going to put that up front. Do I have a brush here? No. There we go. So I feel really bad because we have such a rental crisis here, and to have 50 people displaced and we don't know for how long. Like, is this permanent? Is there structural issues? I'm not sure. I think it's a rental building. I don't think it's an owned building, but either way, I mean, if it's an owned building, hopefully everybody's insured and something will be able to happen. They can get something else, but if it's a rental, as I think it is, 50 people not having a home, well, let's say 48, because one person jumped out the window from that suite and one got arrested, that 2 people were total asshats and destroyed homes for everybody. Like, I would think that fumes just from the smoke and everything else would make it unlivable for a while, for sure. And then depending on how much the fire affected the structure, it might not be structurally safe for even the units that are, if the other units are okay, for them to go in. So it's pretty awful. This is it's never a great time to have your place, burn or your stuff get smoke covered, but just to be displaced when there's so few rentals around. Luckily enough, this wasn't like in winter or anything where it'd be super cold, though. In case people had bigger cars or something, if they were staying at least overnight in while they were trying to figure out what was going on, because they probably didn't know until late what was exactly, if they could go in or whatever to their units. Oh, that's looking pretty nice. I'm going to go back and I'm going to darken the outer edge a little bit back with Poison. Yeah, I'm just very happy that the alarm wasn't at my place. That's all I need in my life, or anybody needs in their life, to be fair, but that is not the space I would have wanted to be in at 55 years old, let me tell you. Actually, it happened to my cousin when he was younger. people next to them, their boat or something, or their house caught fire, and then it went to his boat, which was in the garage, and then onto the building that he was living in. So he had lost everything, and he didn't have insurance. I always highly recommend getting renter's insurance or homeowner's insurance. Well, if you live in like at least in a strata, you have to, but if you're renting, you kind of don't have to. But if you want your stuff replaced, you are going to have insurance is your best way of getting that done. All right, there we go. A teeny bit more of the white wedding. Here we go. So now for the bottom lash line, let's go into, yeah, let's just stick with poison so that it's a green, but with a little bit, it feels like a little bit of blue in it. There we go. Now let's play with some, oh, actually let's take our fluffy brush, clean it off, and then let's just blend the ends a little bit here. Right, so now let's play, oh, did I forget my spray? I think I did, but I don't think this needed spray really. Okay, so I think what I'm going to do for the outer edge, we're going to go into the shade that is called Beanstalk. I can actually use my phalange. Ooh, that is so pretty. Try to carefully. Oh yeah, look how nice that is. Pop that there. Oh, this one has a nice flip. It goes from a really bright green into like a bluish green that kind of matches that matte there. Okay, so now for the front on the white, let's use, do you want to go green? Do you want to go blue green? Because there is the shade that is called Forest. That's like that, but I think that'll be a little bit too close. So I think we could maybe use Sword. Yeah, because that's more of a toppery shade. I think on the look that I did yesterday, I used, did I use that one? No, I didn't. I think I might have used this. No, I used Forest. So I think I'm going to use a little bit of Sword. So we're going to use that, and we're going to use that one for the shimmer for up front. Because it's almost more toppery. There we go. I think that is looking pretty good. All right, I'm gonna go and I'm gonna just quickly do a light clean there, put on some mascara. I don't think I'm gonna do liner today. I'm just gonna do mascara, and then we can come up and finish with lips. I have my current favorite hoops on. I just put on a teeny bit of mascara and a little bit of liner in the waterline, and then just did a quick swipe up the side to kind of even the two out, and there we go. So now we are going to play with some lipstick. So I have from P. Louise Ruby Slipper. I'm just going to use this liner, and then we're going to go back into our beautiful red gloss again because I like it. Okay, so I'm on the hunt for a good lip liner sharpener or eyeliner sharpener. I just bought a new one from like a drugstore brand, and it's garbage. I have one from Charlotte Tilbury, also not good. So it isn't the price thing. I just have not found one that is any good. Yeah, they just always seem to eat up the liners here. Makes me crazy. I have yet to find one that I like, or it works for one or two different pencils, but it doesn't work for the rest of them. I don't know. It's a pain in the butt. Alrighty, so we are going to play with this. I had cleaned up, or at least wiped off the lip gloss from yesterday. So let's just pop that in there. Yeah, and one good dip will do ya. there we go. So here is our second look, playing with the Once Upon a Time palette from Beauty Moon. This gorgeous one here. We also played with the lip gloss that I got. There, we also tried in the other look the brown lip gloss that I got, the chameleon liquid eyeshadow, and I had wanted to use this today, but I think that other green one here is pretty good. But then we've got the Bronx here, and then I've already put away the mushroom lip gloss. That is for my friend because it is not for me. So there we go. I just don't want to wreck my single here. And that's it. That's our video. Hopefully this wasn't too long. If you like this video, please give it a like, comment, and subscribe, and maybe even hit that notification bell. If not, that's okay. We can still be friends, and we can still play with Beauty Moon together. As always, behave and make good choices, and we'll talk to you soon. Okay, bye-bye.